And so Sonya's like, yeah, well, let him come. If he wants a fight, we'll give it to him. And Raiden goes, no, he's especially coming for you. Because you killed one of his champions. That being Stryker. And so she's like, oh shit. Is that where that dragon marking came from? And that's what Raiden says, yeah. Anytime you kill a champion, you take their marking. So that's when we go through the training session of all the good guys. Right? And so Raiden says you all need to train so that you're ready for the fight when it comes. And so Johnny Cage is like, I don't need to train. Train for what? He's like, dude, look. He said, I do CrossFit. He's like, I do CrossFit when I train. He's like, I train for movies. Okay? He was like, and I'm a CrossFit champion. Sub-Zero jumps back. And when Sub-Zero jumps back, what we see, like, when Sub-Zero jumps back, he looks up, and Scorpion is standing in front of him. And Sub-Zero goes, I killed you. And Scorpion said, yeah, I told you. Even if I got to go through hell, I will have my vengeance. Okay, so while doing some editing, I realized that the climax of my story got cut off. The last, I'll say, 15 to 20 minutes got cut off. So I'm going to recut that. So we're going to start from here.
Dynamic entrance kicking in the door like God. Turn up to the max, shooting energy up to the sky. Tap into the station 935, it's time to rock. Swooshy color backgrounds just to let you know we fly. Undefeated, never beaten, cause we got the skills. Striking all this black gold, you would think we had a drill. We got what you need, homie, so come and get your fill. Relax and unwind, it's time to anime and chill. It's time to anime and chill. Relax and unwind, it's time to anime and chill.
As they're hiking on this island, they unknowingly stumble into a combat area. And as they're walking through, Kano goes, well, if it isn't Blondie. And it's like, I've been waiting for you for a long time. And so Johnny, being the quote-unquote misogynist that he is, he jumps in front of Sonya like, hey, like, what kind of guy picks a fight with a lady? Like, if you want to fight, you fight me. And Sonya goes, yeah, that's cute, but step aside. I got this. And so she tells Kano, you want me? Let's do it. And so they start their fight. And Johnny is like, what the hell? He tries to interfere and Jax grabs him and goes, nope. Sonya got it. Don't worry about it. And he's like, yeah, but he's like, that's a guy. She's fighting a guy. And he's like, that's not the first guy she's fought. She's beaten plenty in her day. And Johnny goes, oh, shit. And Jax tells him she's a general. She's not just an officer, she's a general. And Johnny goes, oh, shit. My bad. In order to stop him In order to make him vulnerable, they were tasked with destroying the urn. So, while they're on their hike looking for Shang Tsung's temple, Kano shows up. Kano picks Sonya and says, I've been wanting to fight you for a long time. Let's go. You and me, Blondie. And Johnny Cage, being the gentleman slash misogynist that he is, he jumps in front of Sonya. It says, what kind of a man challenges a lady to a fight? Like, no. Dude, your fight is over here with me. So, Sonya looks at Johnny Cage and goes, that's cute, but I got this. And so, she looks at Kano and goes, you want me? Let's do it. Kano and Sonya start their fight. Right? So Johnny tries to interfere. But Jax grabs him like, nah. Sonya got it. You and me need to go find Shang Tsung's temple. So they keep going. Sonya and Kano, Kano starts out just doing some really perverted shit. Like all of the fight moves that he's doing keeps putting Sonya in precarious positions. Almost like he's fighting her, but you can tell he wants to fuck. But it's not on no super R word shit. I'm not gonna say it. It's not on that. It's just him being perverted. Like they'll be sitting there fighting and she'll throw a punch and he'll grab her fist and twist her arm behind her back and then bend her over and stand behind her and laugh and shit like that. So, no. But every time he does that, that leaves him open for an attack. Like if he takes and bends her arm behind her back and then bends her over, she uses her free arm to grab his ankle, pulls his ankle out from under him. So the two of them, they get to fighting. So while they're fighting, Johnny Cage and Jax continue on their hike to find Shang Tsung's temple. On their way, they're stopped by Aaron Black, the cowboy of the Black Dragon Fight Club. And he walks up, strolls up really, goes, howdy, partner. So which one of you gents is first? And Johnny Cage goes, first? Please. He tells Jax, I got this. So Jax goes, you sure? He goes, look, man, I got this. All right? So how you think I got this dragon marking? And Jax goes, I don't know. You never told me. He's like, look, maybe I'll tell you over a beer when we're done with this. But I'll take care of him. Jax said, all right, cool. I'm going to keep going to see if I can't find Shang Tsung's temple. So, on the other side of the island, we've got Liu Kang and Kung Lao. And they're walking, and Kung Lao was telling him, he's like, man, so what do you think we're going to get when we win this tournament? And Liu Kang is like, what do you mean, what are we going to get? It's like, dude, we will have saved Earth. He's like, yeah, man, but we be heroes. We should get something. He said, nobody wants to work for free. So as they're talking, Melina shows up, right? And so Melina tries to pick a fight with Liu Kang. And Kung Lao jumps in the middle of it. He's like, no. If you gonna fight anybody, you gonna fight the great Kung Lao. Melina goes, I've never heard of the great Kung Lao. He was like, oh yeah? Well, allow me to reintroduce myself. And the two of them, they get the hooking. Right? And for the most part, Melina's kicking his ass. Like, he keeps running it, like he's underestimating her. Right? And he keeps trying to, like, just rush in and throw these big, heavy haymakers, and she's dodging him and kicking him and swinging around him. Like, she's using her powers also with the whole portal shit, jumping back and forth. So it's, for the most part, Melina is kicking Kung Lao's ass. Right? So Liu Kang is watching this fight. And as he's watching this fight, he sees a woman in the distance. When she notices that he saw her, she takes off running. Liu Kang goes to chase after her. As Liu Kang is chasing her, he's stopped by Cabal. Him and Cabal get the hooking. And I'm talking about, it starts out, Cabal is doing his super speed shit, running past him, cutting him with the hook knives, telling him, yeah, you gonna die, nigga, death by 1,000 cuts, motherfucker. And so he just keeps running past, cutting him, running past, cutting him, running past, cutting him. And so Liu Kang is like, damn it, I need to find a way to get my hands on him. So one of the last times he comes to run by, Liu Kang sidesteps and sticks his foot out. Cabal trips, and when he stumbles, Liu Kang just starts giving him the business, like just gives this nigga the hands, just broop, 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 just fucking this nigga up, right? So, Jax continues to make his way through the island and finally finds Shang Tsung's temple. And when he gets there, he's looking around. He's like, I know there's a door here somewhere. It has to be. These giant stone doors open out. Like, both doors just slowly open out. And when they open out, you can hear, like, giant footsteps just boom, 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 boom. Jax looks up. It's fucking Goro. And Jax goes, oh shit. Okay, well, I guess I'm putting these arms to use then. Jax, before Jax could make a move, Goro grabs him and starts throwing him around. And I mean, Goro is beating the holy hell out of Jax. Like, just pulverizing him, punching him, like beating the shit out of him. Right? He tries to fight back. Right? Like, he's boxing him. Like, you know, he go into his little boxing stance and he's throwing punches left and right. And it's like, they're not really phasing Goro. Right? Because he's still trying to get used to these metal arms. So, Goro takes and grabs Jax around his waist with his bottom two arms. and then takes his top two arms and starts donkey punching this thing. Boom, 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 boom. Beating all on Jax's chest. And as Jax is being pulverized and pummeled, in the back of his mind, he remembers what Sonya said to him when he was laying on the bed. He says, well, not him. He remembers her saying, "You can't die. That's an order. You have to survive. You cannot die. That's an order, soldier." So, as Goro is continuing to freaking gorilla smash this motherfucker, he reaches up, boom, boom, grabs Goro's arms, and that's when he starts to realize, oh wait, these metal arms, I'm stronger than I think I am. He starts to actually put forth effort, and that's when you see them metal arms, the grip tightens, and then he breaks one of Goro's arms. He breaks it at the wrist. Boom, breaks the other one at the wrist. Slides his hands down, breaks Goro's grip, and goes into his boxing stance and starts boom, 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 boom. He turned Goro into a fucking speed bag, beating the shit out of him. Right? And then, just as he's got Goro reeling, I mean, Goro is like noodle-legged and shit, right? Jax grabs Goro in like a bear hug, over the head, belly to belly, slamming Goro on his face, breaking his neck in the process, throwing him down. Jax walks into Shang Tsung's temple. He looks around for a little bit, and then he sees this green aura surrounding an urn. And he makes his way over to it, and he's like, I guess this is what I'm looking for. And he's skeptical at first because he doesn't know if it's booby trapped or anything like that. So, at this point, So, he touches it for a second, nothing happens. So he picks it up. And when he picks it up, the aura starts to dissipate a little bit. Jax takes and smashes the urn on the ground. And when he does that, this thick cloud of like green smoke, green aura comes rushing out of the urn. It fills the room and then it dissipates. That is the signaling of all the souls that Shang Tsung collected being dispersed, right? They were released. So he's like, all right, now that that's done, let's go check up on Blade. He turns around, and when he turns around, Sub-Zero is standing right in front of him. Jax goes, all right, round two, motherfucker. So, Jax and Sub-Zero, they start going at it. And I mean, Jax is like, he done went into his boxing stance and he's trying to pummel Sub-Zero. But Sub-Zero, boom, 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 using that martial arts to get him up off of him. Jax said, you know what, fuck this. Goes to grab him. Sub-Zero turns into an ice clone. Bags out. When he steps back, Jax grabs the ice clone in a bear hug and shatters it. And Sub-Zero again tries to use his ice powers. But this time, he's hitting his arms, but the ice is doing nothing. It's freezing the metal a little bit, But then Jax just kind of shakes it off. So Sub-Zero, he uses a different strategy. He starts freezing his legs. Now this shit works, right? So they're fighting, boom, 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 and it's like every chance Sub-Zero gets, he hits them legs. He hits him. So first his right leg freezes. Then his left leg freezes. So now he's stuck in place. Sub-Zero steps back, starts charging, starts to create his ice ball. He's charging this shit. Like he's gonna make the biggest fucking ice ball he's ever made. Meanwhile, Jax is sitting there beating on this ice, and it's chipping away, but it's not like full on cracking and breaking just yet. It's chipping away. And just as Sub-Zero is getting ready to hit him with that ice ball, Jax finally cracks. Oh no. Just as he's about to hit Jax with that ice ball, a ring of fire emerges around Sub-Zero's feet. Well, around him, really. It's a ring of fire that just ignites around him. And he looks and he's like, what the hell is this? The fire, the flames from that ring of fire shoot up. As they shoot up, Sub-Zero jumps back. And when Sub-Zero jumps back, what we see, like when Sub-Zero jumps back, he looks up and Scorpion is standing in front of him. And Sub-Zero goes, I killed you. And Scorpion said, yeah, I told you. Even if I gotta go through hell, I will have my vengeance. Scorpion is fighting with Sub-Zero. He looks back at Jax. He tells Jax, go help your friends. I'll take care of him. So Jax is like, I guess, nigga. Starts punching on the ice that's on his legs. He finally gets the ice to crack. And so he continues to hit it until it shatters. Jax goes to run out the door. As he's going to run out the door, Sub-Zero turns around and tries to create an ice wall at the doorway. As he starts freezing the doorway, Scorpion throws a punch. Boom. Them two get the hooking. And Sub-Zero creates this broad axe made out of straight ice. Him and Scorpion start hooking. Scorpion's using his katana, and Sub-Zero is using this big ass broadsword made out of ice. And the two of them are going at it. I'm talking about they're giving you all the moves that they do from the game, the moves that you, especially that one that you've seen in the actual movie where Sub-Zero made the ice wall and then took it through, Scorpion through it. You can still do that bit. Damn, I'm hitting the table all extra hard and shit. Never mind. So, yeah, no. Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they hooking, and yeah, freaking Sub-Zero freezes Scorpion's whole body, right? Like, I'm talking about freezes him from his feet to his head, like just completely turns this thing into an ice statue. And as soon as he does that, he turns around to see Jax about to escape. He runs up, goes to come down with that broad axe. Jax looks up. Scorpion throws that spear. It comes shooting out of Sub-Zero's chest. He looks down, and then you hear, "Get over here!" Pulls that nigga back, tells Jax, "Go help your friends. I got this." Jax leaves, right? So Scorpion and Sub-Zero are going at it. And I mean, they are having a fucking battle. So Scorpion, what's the name? Scorpion gets to a point where, like, he's got the upper hand. And just when it looks like he's about to kill Sub-Zero, Sub-Zero creates another ice clone, dodges out the way. Scorpion pulls his mask off. Boom. Flamethrower. Just blows fire all over him. Just like in the movie, turns him into a crispy critter. And he leaves Sub-Zero to die. Sonya and Kano, they're still having their battle, and they going back and forth, back and forth. I'm talking about now they're using powers and shit. She's using her gauntlet, shooting at him, and he's dodging it and getting close up on her, stabbing her with the knife, throwing her around. And then he decides to start using his laser eye. He hits her with a blast from his laser eye. It's not like it makes solid contact. It's like a grazing hit. It hits her arm, and it scars her arm, and she's like, "Fuck, I gotta hurry up and finish this." So Kano starts laughing. He's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "I bet you didn't see that one coming." Now, Sonya finds a piece of his armor that kind of broke off, and it's solid metal, solid steel. So she starts talking shit, suckering him in. And so he gets pissed off, and he goes to hit her with the laser eye. She holds up the small piece of metal. The laser reflects off of the metal and hits him dead in the eye. Like, that shit ricochets right back, blowing his eye out. Kano's dead. It's one down. The next fight is Johnny Cage and Aaron Black. Now, Aaron Black is, using his hand-to-hand combat as well as using his little 6-shooter and using his rifle. And not just using them as guns, like he flips them around and uses them as blunt instruments. Like grabbing them by the barrel and fucking hammering you, gun butting you with the butt of the gun. Like a hammer. And then he grabs his rifle, flips it over, grabs it by the barrel and uses it like a baseball bat. Right? So then you got Johnny trying to hit him with a sidekick, and he keeps moving and dodging and backing up. So on one of the kicks, Aaron Black goes to step back to dodge him. And Johnny Cage hits him with a shadow kick. Boom. Sends this motherfucker flying. Aaron Black gets up, grabs that rifle, starts taking aim. Johnny runs up, hit him with a dragon kick. Or a flying shadow kick. Hits him with a flying shadow kick. And it's like, yo, how the hell did I do that? So, freaking, just when it looks like Aaron Black has Johnny Cage beat. Cause Johnny Cage is like point blank range in his face. And he's drawing like he's going to hit him one last time. Aaron Black pulls them pistols, puts them shits to his face like, yeah, I got you dead to rights, partner. Johnny Cage split, punch to the groin, and then does a shadow punch uppercut, breaking Aaron Black's jaw and his neck. Aaron Black is dead. 2 down. Meanwhile, Kung Lao is finally starting to get the upper hand on Melina. But it's still pretty much a back and forth fight. So, just when it seems like Kung Lao's got the upper hand, Melina takes it back. So they keep going back and forth. Like she's using her size trying to cut this nigga. He's trying to cut her with his hat. And they're using their weapons to not only attack but also to defend and deflect. So while that's going on, Liu Kang is fighting with Cabal. And he's like, he really doesn't have time for this. So Cabal continues to use his speed going back and forth. So Liu Kang finally gets an opening, trips him up. When he stumbles, he starts throwing a flurry of punches. Liu Kang hits him with a fire. No. Liu Kang he hits him with the flurry of punches, and after doing so, he hears Kung Lao scream out in pain. And so Liu Kang goes, cousin, I'll be right there. And as he goes to run to go check on Kung Lao, Cabal jumps in front of him. And I'm talking about now Cabal is really going ham with the super speed shit and cutting him and grabbing him with the hook knives and flinging him and slamming him. And so Liu Kang decides, first off, he hits him with a dragon kick that stumbles him. And then Liu Kang hits him with a bicycle kick. Boom, 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 boom. Kicks this man damn near to death, like kicks the shit out of him with that bicycle kick. Cabal gets up, barely getting, like he's fucked up after that bicycle kick. And he goes to run in with one last motherfucking attack. Liu Kang hits that nigga with a fireball dead in the face. Boom. Cabal is dead. 3 down. Just at soon as he does that, Liu Kang turns and he goes to run. No. Let me take a step back. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna need to do a little bit of choppy here. So, before the fight with Liu Kang finally catches up with the woman, and he asks, "Who are you?" She says, "Who I am is not important, but you need to save your friend." And that's when he tries to go help Kung Lao, and that's when Cabal shows up, and that's when they have their fight. So, after killing Cabal, Liu Kang looks around for the woman. She's gone. He runs back over to where Kung Lao is, but as he's running, he's not there yet. He sees Kung Lao fighting Melina in the distance. And so, the last move that they do, Melina throws her side and Kung Lao throws his hat. We follow the hat. It cuts her head off, like it cuts her head clean off, goes straight through her neck, and it impales into a tree behind her. Now, her head is sitting on top, but her body slides down. Melina is dead. That's 4 down. 5 if you include Sub-Zero. So, when after Melina's body drops, you hear Kung Lao go, "See? I told you. Nothing to worry about. It's a piece of cake." And then he starts to, like his eyes roll up into his head for a second and his body starts to fall. Liu Kang runs up and catches him. And that's when you see the sai poking out of his gut. And Liu Kang is coddling Kung Lao like, "Come on, cousin, you can't though. I can't believe you got hurt, cousin. I told you to be careful." And Kung Lao goes, "I told you. She didn't stand a chance against the great Kung Lao." And then he dies. So now Liu Kang is pissed. Like he is distraught. And the woman walks up behind him and she places her hand on his shoulder. She says, "I understand that you're grieving, but we have to go. We can't stay here." Liu Kang says, "Why are you helping me?" And she's like, "I'm only doing this to free myself. My name is Kitana. I was taken from my home in Outworld and forced into a family that does not want me. So I am doing this to free myself of said family and of Outworld." So Liu Kang and Kitana, they go to meet up with Sonya, Johnny Cage, and Jax at the rendezvous point. While they're waiting, Raiden finds Shang Tsung. Now this fight is going to take place on a platform, like one of them concrete stone platforms, overlooking a bed of spikes. Now, this fight takes place at the same time all the rest of the fights start. But I'm putting it last for presentation. So, Raiden approaches Shang Tsung and tells Shang Tsung, "It's over. Your champions have been defeated. There's no one left to fight." And Shang Tsung goes, "Oh no, I beg to differ. I'm still alive. So, you haven't won yet. And once I kill you, your so-called champions won't stand a chance. So, I'm going to kill you and get this over with." Raiden and Shang Tsung have their fight. And they're pulling out all the fucking stops. Shang Tsung is transforming into different people, using their powers on Raiden. Raiden is hitting him with electricity, doing the flying spear shit. Pardon. Like, bro, that flying tackle. Ooh, pardon. And they're going back and forth, using their powers on each other. And just when it looks like Shang Tsung has Raiden dead to rights. You see him look around like, oh no. Then he looks at Raiden and goes, you didn't. He was like, no matter. I'll take care of that in a minute. What he's talking about is Jax smashing the urn. Shang Tsung felt that where all of those souls were released. He felt all of those souls being released. So now, Raiden is like, you're vulnerable, which means you can die now. Your collection of souls is gone. All you have to do is yield. Shang Tsung goes, no. If you want to win, you have to kill me. Shang Tsung and Raiden continue to battle, clash, my dude. And so Raiden gets the upper hand, and he's just about to deliver the final blow, and he stops. He tells Shang Tsung, yield. You have lost this fight. Yield. And Shang Tsung is like, never. Kill me. You have to finish me. And Raiden is like, I'm not going to kill you. But you did lose. So Raiden goes to walk away. As he's walking off, Shang Tsung gets up and says, yeah, see, that's your problem. You never had it in you. And he goes to reach out for his soul. And your soul is, and right before he could finish it, a lightning bolt strikes down right in front of him. And there's 3 elder gods, 2 men and a woman. One of the men looks at Shang Tsung. He says, this tournament is over. Shang Tsung, you lost. I now banish you back to Outworld. And Shang Tsung is like, I'm not going. I'm not going. A portal emerges behind him. The elder god says, it wasn't a question. Boom. Pushes him through the motherfucking portal. The portal closes. Boom. The elder god looks at Raiden and says, we would like to thank you for saving Earthrealm. If we need you again, can we call on you? And that's when you see all of the fighters, the champions that he gathered. Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, Jax, and now Kitana. Right? Raiden looks at them and then looks at the elder gods and says, you can count on us. Now, everybody goes back home. Jax and Sonya go back to the military base and try to rebuild what they had. Kitana and Liu Kang go with Raiden back to Raiden's temple. Johnny Cage goes back to Hollywood. And the final scene is Johnny Cage is on set. Well, he's behind the scene, but he's on set and he's talking to the Grip from earlier, right? The young lady that brought him his glasses. And so he's telling her about the tournament, about going to the island and everything he did on the island and all this extra shit, and she's, oh wow, that's so awesome, Mr. Cage. That's so awesome. And then the director calls for him. He's like, Johnny, let's go. You're up. So Johnny said, he jumps out of his chair and he goes to take his place on set. The camera follows this female grip, the young lady. They follow the grip outside, and when she gets outside, she tosses her clipboard and she rolls up her sleeves. And when she does that, you see a dragon marking on her forearm. And that's how the movie closes out. Now, I want to say thank you for watching. If you stuck around and watched for this long, I want to say thank you. Also, had a little issue with the last part of the video being cut out, so I had to re-record it. But tune in, go to Anime and Chill on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm just starting out. I need as many subscribers as I can get. So please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let me know what you think. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Dynamic entrance kicking in the door like that. Turn up to the max, shooting energy up to the sky. Tap into the station 935, it's time to rock. Swooshy color backgrounds just to let you know we fly. Undefeated, never beaten, cause we got the skills. Striking all this black gold, you would think we had a drill. We got what you need, homie, so come and get your fill. Relax and unwind, it's time to anime and chill. It's time to anime and chill. Relax and unwind, it's time to anime and chill.